Welcome back. Today, we're diving into the hidden side of Abraham Lincoln, beyond the penny, the Civil War, and the monuments. You know him as a president, but did you know he was a champion wrestler, an inventor, and even took fashion advice from a kid? We've uncovered the most shocking little-known facts about Honest Abe that will change how you see him. Get ready for the top 10 surprising facts about Abraham Lincoln that sound fake, but are 100% real. Let's jump right in. First up, Lincoln had less than a year of formal schooling. Growing up on the frontier, he worked constantly to help his family and had no time for regular education, but he was obsessed with learning, teaching himself by reading everything he could find, often by firelight, scribbling notes on a wooden shovel. He mastered grammar, math, and law on his own, launching his political career from a log cabin. Lincoln's self-education forged his legendary mind and writing skills. The man who wrote the Gettysburg Address was almost entirely self-taught. Imagine Lincoln in a wrestling ring. Sounds wild, but it's true. At 6'4", he was a local wrestling champion in his 20s, losing only once in about 300 matches. His most famous bout was against Jack Armstrong, leader of a local gang. Lincoln won and earned the town's respect. His wrestling skills were so legendary, he's honored in the National Wrestling Hall of Fame. Lincoln wasn't just a thinker, he was a top-tier athlete. There's more to Honest Abe than meets the eye. Lincoln is the only US president to hold a patent. Frustrated by steamboats getting stuck on river sandbars, he invented a device with inflatable chambers to lift boats over obstacles. In 1849, he received patent number 6469 for his invention. Though it was never produced, it shows his creative, problem-solving mind. Lincoln was an innovator long before he led the nation. A president and an inventor. How's that for a resume? Lincoln made Thanksgiving a national holiday. Inspired by writer Sarah Josepha Hale, he declared the last Thursday of November a day of gratitude in 1863, hoping to unite a divided nation during the Civil War. Before Lincoln, Thanksgiving was celebrated at different times in different states. Now, every turkey dinner owes a nod to Honest Abe. Next time you celebrate, remember who made it official. Forget the deep, booming Lincoln voice from movies. Eyewitnesses described his real voice as high-pitched, sharp, and even a bit squeaky. Oddly, this helped his words carry over crowds before microphones existed. The contrast between his powerful speeches and his unexpected voice made him more relatable. Sometimes history's icons aren't what we imagine. Here's a chilling coincidence. Lincoln created the Secret Service the day he was assassinated. On April 14, 1865, he signed the law to fight currency counterfeiting, not to protect presidents. That night, he was killed at Ford's Theatre. Decades later, the Secret Service's mission expanded to presidential protection. The agency Lincoln founded too late would have saved him. History can be hauntingly ironic. Lincoln's iconic beard? It was a little girl's idea. 11-year-old Grace Bedell wrote to him, suggesting whiskers would help him win votes. Lincoln replied, then grew his famous beard before his inauguration. He even met Grace on his way to Washington, showing off his new look. Sometimes presidential style comes from unexpected places. Lincoln had a haunting premonition of his own death. Days before his assassination, he told his wife and a friend about a dream, a president killed by an assassin in the White House. The dream left him deeply unsettled, but he brushed off warnings. Soon after, the nightmare became reality. It's one of history's eeriest coincidences. Here's a twist worthy of a movie. Lincoln's son, Robert, was saved from a train accident by Edwin Booth. Edwin was the brother of John Wilkes Booth, Lincoln's future assassin. Neither knew the connection at the time. One Booth saved the president's son, the other took the president's life. Truth is stranger than fiction. Lincoln's wrestling legacy lives on. He's in the National Wrestling Hall of Fame. Inducted as an outstanding American, his near-undefeated record and reputation for fairness shaped his Honest Abe image. He was both a thinker and a powerhouse athlete. Next time you see his statue, remember, Lincoln could pin almost anyone. There's so much more to him than politics. That's our list of 10 wild Lincoln facts. From self-taught genius to wrestling champ, inventor and more, his life was full of surprises. Which fact blew your mind? The Secret Service twist? The beard letter? The wrestling record? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more unbelievable history. Thanks for watching. See you next time.